ladies, how are you all? I hope you're all doing really well and keeping healthy. I know it's really cold and we're heading towards the peak of the winter, so I hope you're keeping warm. And yeah, so this week I thought I'll come up with a very different recipe. It's a Japanese recipe and it's one of my favorite cuisines and one of my favorite things to make at home. It's absolutely really simple. So as you can see from the ingredients here, I've got some sushi rice and I've got some nori sheets. So yes, you have guessed it right, we are going to be making some sushi today. Making sushi is so easy and it's so tasty, it's so fun, and it's so healthy, and it's so versatile with the type of ingredients that you can put inside. Now, you don't have to use fish, just fish in your sushi. If you're a vegetarian, you can use simply just vegetables. So obviously for this video I am going to be using just vegetables, and you can be very versatile with the kind of vegetables you use. Now if you were to go to a restaurant and buy sushi, you know sushi costs quite a lot. It's quite expensive. If you were to buy it from a supermarket, it's quite costly as well, but making it from home, it's really cheap, really cost effective. And like I've tried to do recently, give you a breakdown on the prices. I'm going to tell you, so this is 500 grams of sushi rice, which was about £2.99, and then the nori sheets, there's about 8 nori sheets in here, and this was about £3. So that's £6, and that's really the kind of the base that you need for your sushi rice, for your sushi mix. These two are slightly expensive, but they're worthwhile. You would pay probably £6 just for one small portion of sushi, and this will make you about let's say about 10, maybe 12 rolls, which you can cut in pieces, and you can, a whole family can enjoy them. So what we're going to do first is we're going to boil the rice. And the instructions of how to boil the rice are at the back. Really simple, really quick and easy. So all you have to do is soak the rice in cold water for half an hour, and then you boil them in cold water. So you let the water boil, and then you steam the rice, you simmer the rice for about 10 minutes, and then you turn off the fire, turn off the cooker, and then steam them for another 10 minutes, and then your rice will be really nice and cooked. So I'm just going to do that for you. Now I've just cooked the sushi rice, which is really easy, and make sure if you're making sushi, then you make it with fresh hot rice. It's so much more tastier. Obviously you're not going to assemble everything with the rice being hot, really hot. You can let it cool down, but it's nice to have it while it's fresh. Now to prepare the rice, we're going to add some ingredients. So we have some rice vinegar, and we've got some sesame oil, and these two are kind of the vital ingredients that you need to add in your sushi rice. So first of all, I'm going to add some rice vinegar, some sesame oil. Sesame oil is quite strong, so you don't want to add too much, but then again, you don't want to add too little either, otherwise, you won't be able to enjoy the full length of the taste. And then we're going to use some rice vinegar. Now there's lots of different varieties of rice vinegar, so I like to go with this brand. This is a Utaka brand, which is a famous Japanese brand. Right, and here we go. We're just going to just give it a shake. I'm going to add 2 spoons of rice vinegar. Actually, a little bit more. Right, so rice vinegar, it's slightly different to normal vinegar. It's got a bit of a sweeter taste to it. Sweeter and much more kind of soothing as well. And we're also going to add some sesame seeds. Now the choice is up to you whether you want to add the sesame seeds before or after you assemble your sushi, depending on how it's going to be. So I'm going to be adding some sesame seeds. These are roasted sesame seeds. I'm going to be adding some in the rice mixture. Again, it's entirely up to you. And also, this step is entirely up to you as well. I'm doing it for extra taste. I'm going to be adding some soya sauce. And now, as you know, you probably use soya sauce for the dipping of your sushi anyway, but I like a bit of extra flavor in my sushi. Now we're going to give everything a good mix, and let's not cross the rules of Japanese sushi making, and make sure you use a wooden spoon, because by using the wooden spoon you are making sure that the rice doesn't break, because sushi rice is very fragile, very soft. It's not like the normal like tilde basmati kind of rice. It's very fragile. It's almost like pudding rice, but as well as it being really soft, you don't want to get it mushy, you don't want to break the pearls. So there we go. There is our sushi rice done. Right, this is how easy it was. This is half of the making done. Now what we're going to do is that we are going to assemble our sushi roll. Now I told you that we're going to be doing a vegetarian mix today. Vegetarian sushi today, so I'm going to show you the kind of vegetables that I've cut. Let's put that there. So I've got some red peppers, I've got some yellow peppers, I've got some carrots and some cucumbers. Sorry, my daughter used to say cucumbers when she was little, so that's still there. And I've also got some Korean pickled radish here as well. This you can get from Asian supermarkets, like typically Chinese, Japanese supermarkets. You'll definitely come across a Korean aisle, and you'll come across these radish. They're really nice and crispy and crunchy, and they go so well with sushis. Right, so I've pre-cut all my veggies. I'm gonna put these on the side now, and right. Now we are going to prepare our roll. So we have here a bamboo roll. Now, in order to start making your sushi, it's a good idea to just cover this bamboo with with some cling film. And what that does is that it just makes it much more easier to roll and keeps it clean as well, because this is not disposable. This is something that you'll use again and again, and it just makes it so much more easy to clean and to wipe, and also to make sure nothing sticks to it as well. So, right, so just rub that down, just make sure that it just clings everywhere properly. Okay, close it from the sides. Right, now that we have really well wrapped our bamboo roll, we're going to open up. Be very, very careful that you don't cut the nori wraps. So we're going to get one nori wrap out. Alright, they're really thin, and they're very delicate, so even with the pack you want to make sure that when you put it away you're not folding it or rolling it, otherwise they will snap. Now you will notice that with these nori wraps you have two sides. You have a shiny side and you have a rough side. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the shiny side down, because that's going to be the outer layer of our sushi wrap. And then now what we're going to do is get one layer of rice. Now for this bit, if you want to, you can use some gloves. It makes it easier just to make sure nothing sticks. Okay, and then we're going to spread the rice all the way down. Make sure it's not all the way 3/4 down. Okay, and while you're spreading the rice, you just want to make sure you mush them down as well, so they stick. Okay. So what we're going to do now is going to use our hands, and we're just going to spread the rice. This bit can get a bit messy, but then again, that's how we have all the fun as well. Okay. Right. Now you want to spread the rice down 3/4 down, not more than that, because otherwise the roll is going to overload. Okay. I'm just going to wash my hands. Oops. Right, now we're going to get our veggies, and we will assemble our veggies depending on which ones you want. So I'm going to be using a bit of all of them. So we're going to get some cucumbers, and then we've got some carrots. Now you can be very versatile, like I said, with what kind of vegetables you use. You can even put some egg rolls So I usually do egg rolls as well, but today I thought let me just keep it simple. And then I've got some of these peppers and avocados. Avocados are a must, but again, I haven't got any avocados as yet. And now we are going to start rolling. So to roll, now I'm not a professional, but I'm going to do one layer, turn it around, and then we're going to get our roll and we are going to squeeze it down. Hold it down for a good 30 seconds. Right, unroll, and then roll again for another 30 seconds. And then last time, roll one more time. Okay, and there you go, your sushi roll is made. And now we are going to cut through this. So for that, I'm going to get a chopping board. Okay, and we're going to put our sushi roll on a chopping board. And for this bit, you need to make sure you have a sharp knife or a knife that you're quite confident will do a good job. So I'm using one of these knives. This is a cake knife or a steak knife, whatever you like to call it, but I just find it so much more easier. Now, when you go to a sushi restaurant, you'll see in the kitchen that they will cut off the sides and they will throw them in the bin because they don't look very, very neat. But for me, the sides are where the most of the goodness is, so we are going to be keeping that. Right? And now we're going to cut our sushi into rolls. You can cut them small, you can cut them big, entirely up to you. Right, so here we go, and before I carry on cutting any further, I'm going to show you how it looks inside, and that just looks amazing. Oopsie daisy. And there we go, guys. There we go, ladies. There is our sushi rolls. These are so easy to make. They're so tasty and they're so cost effective. And with the ingredients that I have, I showed you, which in total, including the veggies and the sauces and everything, probably cost me around about £8 in total. And with that, I can make about enough sushi for about 6 people. And that is, I have to say, amazing. Right, so here we go. And how do we eat the sushi? So you have a dipping sauce, and our dipping sauce is literally just some soya sauce, and then we've got some chopsticks, and also I can't have sushi without some wasabi, and I carry wasabi with me everywhere I go because I just absolutely love wasabi. And I like to get one of the tubes, and my one's almost finishing, and then you just, oh god, it's almost finished. All right, let me get a small one, and then you just stick some wasabi there, and then dip your sushi in the soya sauce and eat. I'm going to tell you how that tastes. Oh my god, that was absolutely amazing. That was so tasty. So tasty. And I can tell you that if you're a sushi lover, you would find this so easy to make, and you'll probably be surprised how much money you're going to save if you start making this from home on a weekly basis even. So ladies, I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember, you can make this with all types of variations, with all types of ingredients, and this is how simple and easy it is. Alright ladies, take care. Bye bye.